Since time immemorial, the sea has always been a source of intrigue for human beings. The earliest records of marine travel date back to 60,000 years ago, when modern human beings crossed the sea and migrated to Australia. With the advent of technology, we started exploring the murky depths of our oceans as well. How deep? Approximately 11 kilometers. The Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. 11 kilometers. That's an entire Mount Everest and still 2.2 kilometers to spare. And life, as resilient as it is, has found a way to flourish even in that abyss, where atmospheric pressure is 1088 times higher than the surface. So today, we will get to know about 9 such creatures that you'll find lurking in the depths of the Mariana Trench. Number 9. The zombie worm. Zombies. Countless movies, games and stories revolve around these apparent undead creatures. These dreaded creatures out there looking for your brain. But again, those are just mere stories, aren't they? Well, think again, because we have discovered a zombie worm that flaps around not unlike actual zombies. However, they do crave dead whale bones rather than brains. These 1 to about 3-inch bone-seeking animals live almost 3,000 meters down the surface. They secrete acid from their skin to dissolve the bones and free the trapped protein inside. Many experts say as long as whales have been around, so have the zombie worms. And currently, the oldest evidence of zombie worms is a 30 million year old whale bone. Number 8. The deep sea hatchetfish. With its googly eyes, upward bending mouth like a scoop, body shaped like a hatchet, and cells with the capability of adjusting light reflections of its body, the deep sea hatchetfish produces pure, marvelous speculations deep down the ocean. This 12 centimeter long animal, despite being small, can eat a much larger prey as its stomach is expandable like a snake. But wait, there's more. With the help of its light-adjusting cells, it gains the ability to become invisible whenever it spots a large predator lurking nearby to safeguard itself. They can also regulate the intensity and color of light from these organs to match the light filtering down. Now, each species of hatchetfish has its own particular pattern of lights. It stays constantly on the move from the depths of the ocean to just below the surface regions. Number 7. The deep sea dragonfish. You must have watched Iron Man using nanotechnology to build his armor. But did you know, way before Tony Stark, this animal had mastered the technology of nanoparticles. The deep sea dragonfish have teeth made up of nanostructures, allowing the light to pass through them without reflection and effectively making them almost transparent. The deep sea dragonfish, sometimes known as the scaleless dragonfish, is a ferocious predator that inhabits the deep oceans of the world. It also shows the property of bioluminescence, like the hatchetfish. It has a long protrusion known as a barbel attached to its chin. This barbel is tipped with light-producing cells called photophores. This dimmed undersea light is often used as a lure to attract and attack prey. Number 6. The telescope octopus. We also have an octopus down there. However, unlike most octopuses, this one doesn't float about on the seafloor. Instead, it drifts through the water column at depths greater than 2,000 meters. It doesn't swim horizontally, but rather suspends itself vertically. Its body is so clear that it's nearly transparent and between each of its 8 tentacles is a delicate webbing that lends this species a very ghostly shape. In that flesh, you will see 2 protruding eyeballs unlike those found in other octopuses. These eyes provide wider peripheral vision so that the octopus can see predators and prey alike. Like something out of a sci-fi movie, those eyes also rotate, perhaps offering the creature an even better way to see through the darkness of its deep haven. Number 5. The Goblin Shark. If you've ever seen the iconic movie Aliens, you've probably been haunted by dreams of a toothy, baldy creature bursting from your chest and snapping at your face. Now, picture a shark with just such a face swimming around in the darkest, deepest seas. That's the goblin shark. Goblin sharks have a protruding snout that looks like a pointy sword. Just below the snout is a set of protruding jaws that appear to be mismatched for the shark's face. What's more, these sharks aren't your stereotypical grey color. Instead, their skin has a distinct pink hue. They often grow as big as 5.5 meters in length. But fortunately for us, you're unlikely to encounter such a beast. These sharks typically cruise way down around the 1,000-meter level, and the older they get, the deeper they dive. Number 4. The Dumbo Octopus. This one, unlike the others, is actually quite adorable looking. They have precious wiggly eyes and a delightful puckered mouth that only adds to their cartoonish look. This octopus may look dainty, but it's durable enough to make it the deepest dwelling octopus known to science. It prefers to make its home at the depths of about 3 to 4 kilometers. The Dumbo falls into the category of so-called umbrella octopuses with webbed tentacles. Unlike most octopuses, the species doesn't chomp and grind food with a beak-like mouth. Instead, it simply swallows its prey whole. Number 3. The Frilled Shark. The frilled shark looks like a mix and match of a couple of species. They have the rounded body of an eel paired with the flattened head. The species has ancient roots that extend back nearly 80 million years. The shark derives its name from the 6 rows of frilly gills that grace its body, which grows near about 2 meters in length. The shark wields more than 20 rows of wicked trident-shaped teeth that will tear into any bit of flesh that passes near them. They usually prefer waters more than 1,200 meters deep, and on the rare occasion when people actually snag them and bring them to the surface, the shark almost always perishes immediately. And that makes it very difficult for us to observe the behavior and life cycle of this marvelous creature. Number 2. The barrel-eye fish. Light is a rare and a precious thing in the midnight zone of the ocean. The ability to detect even a glimmer of sunshine can mean the difference between catching a meal and becoming one. So, the creatures of the trench, like the barrel-eye fish, evolve unusual features to use that little shred of light to their advantage. How unusual, you say? Well, for starters, this fish has a transparent head. Inside that head are 2 sensitive barrel-shaped eyes, which are most frequently pointed upwards, allowing the fish to see silhouettes of its prey. As for the clear head, scientists think this feature may simply allow the fish to collect just a little more light, which may give the strange animal a bit more advantage over its competition. And finally, number 1. The black sea devil anglerfish. If a fish has the word devil in its name, it's a safe bet that it's going to be freaky. The sea devil anglerfish does not disappoint. It features a whole list of fascinatingly strange characteristics. It's hard not to start with the sea devil's looks. As its name strongly hints, this is a fish that would have swum up straight from hell, with its misshapen body, razor-like teeth, and the cold death stare. The females generally top out at around 20 centimeters, whereas the males are much smaller, measuring about 2.5 centimeters. And then there is the strangest thing of them all. When it comes to reproduction, the male fuse themselves with the female. Their fins, teeth, eyes disappear, along with a few internal organs, ultimately turning the two individuals into one. What's left of the male's body essentially becomes a storage tank for sperms that will help fertilize the female eggs when the time is right. Now, as an anglerfish, the sea devil doesn't really dart after its prey. Instead, it has a protrusion from its forehead that dangles a glowing lure to attract the starstruck but luckless animal. With its huge gaping jaws, the sea devil can devour creatures much larger than itself. And that was a little glimpse at what the depths of the ocean has to offer us. Let us know what video we can offer you next. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.